good? It's K Webb.
Dante Thornton.
Got a guest right here, former Atlantean.
Yes, sir. Holding stage.
Alrighty.
Let's get into it. We had two rivalry games these past weeks.
At prime time.
Prime time.
Back to back.
How do you feel about them? Talk about the Florida game first.
I feel like Florida was a good game, like we talked about in the previous episode with this. Like the primetime game, I feel like it always bring a lot of attention because we were one of the last games to play. So after the long day, everybody ended up watching that game, the last one, and it ended up going in overtime, which made it a lot more exciting. So I feel like that overtime thing really changed it a lot. I think they said like 8.3 something million views or something like that for that game. So like that's just crazy saying that how many people watching us just for that game.
Florida was our first SEC home game?
Yeah, I think.
How, talk about that. Like, how was your first SEC home game?
Man, I was excited for it. Florida's record coming in wasn't that good, but I knew they would be better than what their record was. And just watching Florida growing up, something about just, playing them, I was excited for it. And then coming out, Neyland Stadium, like you said, first SEC home game, I was fired up. It was rocking. I remember we watched film on Monday. You could just see the camera shaking. Yeah. So that was crazy. And then to come out with the win in overtime, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Then Bama. How we feel? We already know how we already discussed it already. Like feeling about how we felt about the Bama game, but that Bama wasn't even a primetime game. But like for me, that's a game I was looking forward to because of course, last year we lost to them, and then we felt like we had to get back for that game, and then we did what we had to do out there. So for sure, it was good.
I just feel after the catch,
bro.
It came at a good
the catch
time,
was
bro.
so
Thank
crazy.
God.
Like the offense was at a standstill. So I was like, in my head, I always was thinking like, we gotta make a play regardless. And on the play, I was just hoping Nico ain't checked the play to something else because I'm like, I already knew this the one play that we talked about all week long.
Yeah, we rep that play like OD all week.
And the look was the exact same. He was off 9 yards, 2 yards inside. I'm like, oh my goodness.
He threw a ball too. I ain't gonna lie.
He threw a dot.
Like, especially because Nico was kind of having like a rough game in the first half. Like he had missed a few throws, but like when we needed that, we
crazy
needed
ball,
play.
but
yeah, it was
a
crazy.
crazier catch.
Fingertip catch.
And then
Fingertip catch.
You couldn't really
cause I got the ball in my hand.
Yeah, we
we don't got time, but like
celebrating
in our offense, not really like it got to be a bomb in order for you to really celebrate like you want to. But I felt it was crazy. Like, I thought I was gonna score after that. But I really thought I was gonna score on that play.
After first downs,
It's no time, especially at tight end. Like y'all on the outside, so like y'all got time. Like for me, most of the time, if I catch a pass outside, I got to get right back into the core.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be a run play.
Yeah.
Or I might have to go to the other side of the field and be on the other side at wideout. So it's really no time to celebrate if I get a first down.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's one of them games that wasn't gonna stick with me for a long time. Like the next few days after the game was over, I still was hyped about the win. It's like
Most definitely.
That's why I'm gonna have to talk to my kids about that game. Like
I feel like when you make a play in the Bama game, it's kind of like one of those that just cement you
for sure.
That's
forever.
What you get.
They gonna remember it.
Like Hyatt's, and then Brew made that big catch on it was 9 seconds left or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that.
Oh yeah, on the deep. It
was like a dig.
I
feel like that helped. Just like Brew's known. Of course he got a lot of stuff he's known for at Tennessee, but that just cement his legacy almost. Like everybody remember that for him.
Sure. And then next primetime game,
Kentucky.
We just had Kentucky. How y'all feel about that one?
I mean, it's like Kentucky was one of them games where we had so many total yards of offense. We should have put up way more.
Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of a game you leave the game with just a sour taste in your mouth almost.
Yeah, it could have been way more.
Because we had no problem moving the ball. It would just be everybody. Yeah,
finishing the
one
drive.
small
everybody
thing.
taking a turn, a holding call, a drop ball, just a missed assignment. It's just stuff like that. We just gotta lock in on. I think we really close almost.
Oh, for sure.
Let's start hitting in the big primetime games. We play, Mississippi State this week, play Georgia, and then play Vandy at the end of the season.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped to wear the all black. Like last year, I wanted to wear. I got hurt that same week, so I didn't get to play. But I feel like the all black probably our best uniform.
I ain't gonna lie, all black. I don't know what it is, but everybody just tee up.
And then the blackout stadium was The
video, running through the tee,
the glow in the dark.
The
venom, that's crazy. And most people probably seen the video. I know y'all seen it. It wasn't me in the video. He wore my jersey, but
Jacoby Thomas.
It was hard as I don't know what.
Jersey.
They got the venom crawling on the wall.
Bro, that week I had I went to the media room like,
Yeah.
and I was like, shout out Noah and Luke, Trey, all them behind the scenes. I had looked at Noah's computer, and I had seen like the like the symbiote like crawling and then like crawling to the leg. Like he was programming that like right then. I'm like what y'all finna do with this? He was like, bro, just wait. And I was like,
that was. And Jacoby, good act. He's a good actor. Like
He's perfect for that. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
you
got
got-
the Joker vibe.
he was doing all the twitching. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got me some followers
when
too.
I looked on TikTok, it was like five mil.
It was when I seen it was at like 8 million.
You said it got you followers?
Yeah, it got me because
Yeah,
everybody was
one-
tagging me in it because it was the #1 and it was like my exact jersey.
Yeah.
So everybody was thinking it was me and tagged me in it. So I was getting a lot of followers from it.
Yeah.
But getting into VFLs in the league right now is going crazy. We
They got shout out
Fado
Sad.
Slidos, bro.
Yeah,
Snapping. I think the past 2 weeks he had three
like,
touchdowns.
3
combined?
touchdowns.
He had this week, like the game that just passed, he had a crazy toe tap back of the touchdown.
He went off against the Ravens.
2 touchdowns.
The Ravens
Won a
5-2.
game winner. He had a game winning touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crazy thing, James was supposed to throw an interception like the play before that. Like he threw
Kyle dropped.
he had threw that
Yeah.
that over route and like Kyle Hamilton dropped it. Next play, I seen like I think quarterbacks do before they like launch it. They load up like hitch and then they hit Said. It was good to see Said like getting the end zone, especially like in a clutch moment like that. I know he's been working for that. So
I'm already know. But Mr. Stays, you just transferred here. Like how has like the transition been and like how you feel like transferring to Tennessee has impacted your life?
good
in
and
a
bad.
way?
Like not just football. Like
Yeah, just
you
in
can talk
general.
about.
Yeah, man, it's been good. It was definitely an adjustment at first coming from Notre Dame. It's super different just coming down into the SEC culture and just kind of getting adjusted to that different style of play. But I feel like I did a good job, after spring ball, just settling down and, kind of regrouping and getting back in the film room, getting back in my playbook and just working on my body throughout the offseason to get me ready for this season. And now that we're, 8 weeks deep into the season, I feel like I've been playing well with y'all boys in the offense and just doing what I can to help the team be successful. But it's been nothing but good things. I feel like as a man, I've grown too, just coming down here, getting closer to my family and all that. It's definitely been a blessing for sure. And I'm just excited to keep going with the season and, working towards the SEC championship and then trying to get in that playoff.
How was Kits and Ethan like played a role? I know y'all like really close.
Yeah.
I be hearing special teams meetings.
Oh,
I'll be
my
having
God.
me dead, bro.
Glove game. Oh, you're tripping. It's too early for that, bro.
Man, us three, we're super tight. Like, I would say as the summer kind of came down the stretch of the summer, and then we went into fall camp, we just all got super close. And then just all being on the field at the same time, we just demand the best out of ourselves and, just push each other to get better. So our relationship's really close, and we just demand excellence out of each other. In the film room, we're always laughing, having a good time. But when it's time to be serious, we buckle down and get to it and just demand the best out of ourselves.
I feel like that's a testament to our team as well. Like a lot of people have like transfers come in and then people get to just having animosity towards like just other people in the room, like really not wanting to see them succeed. But I feel like here, like when people come, new people come, like just take them into the family and like everybody wants the best for each other. Like Ethan and Kits for you, like I feel like it wasn't any of that when you came here. Like
Nah, definitely.
y'all all were helping each other grow because Ethan was young and Kits came from Alabama. I feel like y'all all just helped each other grow, and it's honestly benefiting us in the long run because we have like such a deep room. Like anybody could go in and execute kind of thing.
I feel the exact same way about that. Like when I transferred in, like me and Squirrel was playing the same position. Squirrel knew the whole offense, and Squirrel was still, even though we was in competition with the same spot, every time I needed help, he was the first person to help me. If I came off on the play, the first person to talk to me was like, knowing that you're going to have people in the room with you that's actually want to see you win is always a good thing for the overall team.
Sure. I think that's a compliment to Coach Hype. I feel like he does a good job from the top bottom, just always checking in on people and just leading it down to the coaches, and the position coaches do a good job. At least in our room, Coach Abe's always does a good job of just checking in on us and, coaching us hard, but also like, showing that it's more to football, and we can talk about other things throughout the meeting and stuff like that, and just making sure, we're well-rounded outside of football as well.
Yeah.
So what y'all feel like is like going good for our team as like a whole right now?
Defense playing their ass off,
Man.
honestly. Like defense been playing great.
Every game.
They haven't allowed like over 20 points.
Yeah.
Like I feel like as an offense, if you can like at least like we could score 3 touchdowns or like over 20 points. Like that's not nothing, honestly. If our defense can hold our opponent under 20, like we got a chance to win every game. Like you're never out of a game. So testament to our defense. And then, like I said, just like the culture, like everybody's playing for each other. I don't feel like it's no selfishness going around the locker room. And like everybody just executing on like one accord almost.
Yeah. I definitely say the same thing. Defense be going crazy like week in and week out. Like even if like Kentucky and they might have started off a little bit slow, but they instantly picked it back up. Like yeah, it might have been a little drop off in the beginning, but once things got going, everything was back on the road. So like looking at the offense and like our offense, like how do y'all feel like about the uniqueness of our offense? Like a lot of people probably see us playing and really wonder like what we got going on, but how do y'all feel about our offense?
I feel like our offense could attack you in a lot of different ways. Like obviously we're known for the tempo, and that's what we've done like over the past few years since Coach Hype's been here. But even this year, we've like showed in certain games, like Oklahoma game, NC State game, we can get in 12 personnel and run the ball if need be. And then once we start running the ball, we can go 8-man pro, throw shots downfield like you had against Oklahoma, big touchdown. So I feel like we've kind of shown on film now this season that we can do a lot of different things. And I think it's a testament to the guys we got on the team that allow us to play in different personnels and a lot of different tempos that kind of mess defenses up. So once we go out there on the field, like they don't know what we're going to do. Like we could hit them with the tempo, we could slow it down and run the ball.
Yeah, and I feel like our pass game is like right there from being just as explosive it was in like 2022. We just like, you know, Nico's still young. So some things he had to like work through, and just everybody just being on one accord, like receiver and quarterback. So I feel like we're starting to kind of get that like in a rhythm almost, and like we'll start connecting on a lot more big plays.
Yeah, I definitely say our offense is probably like the one thing I feel like that's elevating the most like throughout the season. Like defense, like we said earlier, the defense is always like this whole season they've always been good. Like we started off strong on the offensive side the first 3 games, then it died down some. But I actually feel like we're starting to hit that point where we're starting to pick everything up. Like this past week, I feel like everything looked a lot different. Like yeah, the defense played a certain type of way, which made us play differently. But I seen like an upside in everybody that was on the field, like tight ends, receivers, running backs. So I feel like we are definitely making the right strides and the right way to basically put it back on the road, like you said, from like the 2022 season, basically just going out there and dominating. Because yeah, defense is going to throw a bunch of stuff at us, but like at the same time, it's going to be hard to try to do a bunch of different change-ups on defense when we're moving so fast. And then we probably have one of the best receiver rooms in the nation.
And I feel like with our tight ends, so offense, like, almost like tight end, running backs.
Once everything really starts clicking on all cylinders, like we've been saying this all season long, but it's actually getting to that point where as though when we're going to have that game that's going to shock everybody, and then it ain't going to be nothing to stop us from there.
For sure.
All right, so since y'all both transferred from Oregon and from Notre Dame, like what's been your favorite game day? Like since y'all been here?
Like you saying like an overall game day or just like the game itself?
I would just say like the entire day, like leading up to it and then the game, like all that. Just talk about it.
Well, me personally, I got 2. Like, of course, Kent State. Like, that was my best game of the season. I had 2 touchdowns. But for me, it was more so knowing that my dad and my younger brother were there. And it was the first time my younger brother got to actually see me play a college game in person. So, like, knowing that I had both of them in the stands watching me, it made me more excited to, like, really go out there and make something happen. And then I had one of my best games. So, that was good for me. And then, like we was talking about earlier, the Bama game. Like, of course, everybody's going to be excited to go into the Bama game, but knowing that I went to the game and made a big play that made a drastic change in the game, that made me feel good about myself. And then, like, that's something I feel that's going to always stick with me. Like, to this day, I still rewatch that play over and over.
Yeah.
And just, I still had the same exact feeling from when I was in the moment in the game. So I would say those were the 2 games that I felt like were my best.
For Bama game, I was excited for you because I know you really wanted that back from the previous Bama game. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I was happy you made that play. What about you?
Yeah, I'd probably say the Bama game too. Just the overall environment and atmosphere leading up to the game, and then the feeling after, like knowing you contributed and helping the team win against Alabama, and then the celebration we had with the fans storming the field, and then after smoking cigars with everybody in the locker room. That was just like a crazy feeling. Like I had heard the stories of y'all smoking the cigars from 2022, and I was like, man, like I'm trying to see what that's about.
Oh,
and then,
nah, for real.
Did you ever have anybody rush the field at Notre Dame?
Now people rush the field at Notre Dame, but it was nothing like this. And then like to have our own Tennessee fans like handing me cigars on the field, I was like, yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I ain't never rushed no field. That was crazy.
It was crazy.
And it was like it was like a slow rush. Like they was
because they didn't know if they was gonna do it.
I ain't gonna lie, 2022 was way crazier. I ain't gonna lie.
I already know.
Because especially it being on a last second field goal. Like I remember we all on the sideline, like banding arms together. Like I had my helmet as soon as he made it. I like launched my helmet, and I ain't see my helmet after that. But I think a fan might have took it actually.
Probably.
A fan took Chad's helmet.
That's what I heard.
He put his helmet down, took a picture, and it was gone.
Damn.
Like Adam started asking him, but it was funny.
What's something special that like y'all like have happen with y'all, or like that y'all do for each game day, like, or like I guess like a tradition or something that you do each game day that's special to you?
I mean, I don't think it's really like anything too special. Like I eat like the same thing though, like every game day. Like I wake up, get some eggs, get a pancake, grits, bacon, and then for pregame, I'll eat salmon, mashed potatoes, and like green beans. And I really just be chilling, like watching football, leading up to the game. Like it's really nothing crazy. If we wear something for Vol Walk, I'd kind of look forward to Vol Walk.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like get a
Y'all snap.
yeah. I just want to like I kind of use Vol Walk just like I feel like Vol Walk can like you can like express yourself a little bit.
Sure.
Like what kind of vibe you bring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like me, Squirrel, and D-Samp, like wearing the kind of like a little throwback look. Like I feel like it was cool getting off the bus and like kind of just bring like a different vibe.
I'm still sick. You ain't telling me, bro. It's cool though. It's cool.
I would say for me, like the night before the game, I get into my Bible and like I get in my journal and kind of just write notes to myself, like from whatever scripture I read, and then just write like motivational stuff of like the journey that it's taken me to get here, and just kind of hype myself up. And then the next day, whatever I wrote in the locker room pregame, I'll read that to myself, and then the scripture I read the night before, and that kind of just calms me down from all the nerves that I get pregame, and just realize that like just go out there and play free, and knowing you can't fail, knowing you got God on your side, and just the journey it took to get here, all the work's gonna pay off eventually. So just go out there and play hard and leave the rest up to God, and everything else gonna work out.
Yeah, I say for me, like I said it a lot, like whenever I do like I guess you could say podcast interviews and like that, but just meditating. I listen to the same exact meditation like soundtrack every single game, the exact same time every single day. Well, of course the time's gonna change, but like with our schedule and stuff like that, and how everything goes in place, I listen to it at the same time. After we come in from doing 7-on-7 stuff like that, I sit down, put my headphones on, and just listen to that whole meditation, and it like helps me get settled in. And then I got this prayer book. It's called Hey God, and I read a prayer to calm your mind, and then a prayer to calm your body from anxiety. And I do the same exact, like I read the same exact order every single time, and I feel like that just helps me like get my mind ready to go out there and play.
I got like a pregame like artist like who y'all listen to.
I'll be listening.
Just say like you get like top 3. I know like some people don't listen. To
right now, I say the past few games, I've listened to Skrilla. He's from Philly. That's all like drill, crash out music. I listen to BAKJ. He just like I guess you say he up and coming. And then my third? I don't even know. I say they my top 2 right now. Oh nah, I'm tripping. Chucky Wackham.
He released the album. Was the album good?
It was hard. He dropped it like the day of the game. So I listen. Him and Skrilla both dropped albums the day of the game. So I listen to both of them in a rotation.
What about you?
I would say like far out from the game, like before Vol Walk, I listen to Tim's. I just like
you just want to like chill.
I'm just chilling, just catch a little vibe. And then as we lead up to the game, like when we stretching out in the field, I'm all Future, like just ramping it up, getting hype. And then recently I've been listening to like Rilo pregame, Old Baby and Gunna definitely get me going too. But
I would say that Baby and Gunna get me going for sure.
I would say that's like my hype up for sure.
I feel like Lil Wayne. People be sleep on Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne my GOAT.
I feel like he just before our generation. Like I know the hits, but like the real Wayne, like I feel like I wasn't on that at an early age.
My dad had me on Wayne like as a jit. Like when I was heading to my football games, like my Pee Wee football games, like we got Lil Wayne in the car. Like OD is funny.
So, if y'all weren't playing football, what would y'all be doing right now in college?
I'm gonna let him go first, cause
that's easy. I be hooping. I gave up. What you mean?
You a hooper, bro?
Bro, I'm a hooper.
Are you?
Bro, I gave up hooping 10th grade year just to focus on football, just because I realized
That was the only other sport you played?
I played track. I did track a little bit in high school. I was really just throwing just because I was strong. But I mean, hoop was definitely my first love. And like I said, I gave
like
up.
you would have to be a guard though, like.
Bro, I know. But my thing is, after I stopped playing basketball, the time commitment I gave to football, if I would have gave that to basketball, I would have made it.
How much you weigh right now?
Right now I'm like 245.
So if you like in basketball, what you think you'd be at? Like probably win 80?
That's
or
crazy.
90?
No,
That's crazy?
I'd be like a swole 220, like a lean 220, like a Grant Williams type. You feel me? And I'd just be scrappy, and I had the jumper, crash the boards.
Bro, we need to all like off season. We need to hoop, bro.
Nah, y'all
Everybody
got
need
it.
to hoop.
We got
I'm
to.
cool. I'm not a hooper, bro. That ain't me.
So what would you do?
Track. Yeah, I feel like you'd be a track
If
guy.
we're talking about a sport,
Or like just
I would run track for sure. Like,
I don't feel like you got to play a sport. Like,
yeah, I'm
if
saying,
you
but
wanna
in
play
terms of
football.
like talk about it in a sport way, I will definitely run track. Like, I like track. I like track more than football because it was an individual sport. Whereas I know it might sound selfish, but I don't really care. But
Like it's on you.
I can go out there
Everything
and
depend
win.
on you.
Yeah.
I can go out there and if I'm in 2-3 events, I can go out there and get a gold medal on my own and not really have to worry about anything else. So like that was the thing that I liked the most about track. But if like no sports included, I don't know, bro. I'd probably be like a frat or something, just having fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
would be like living off the land, like
For sure. I'll be
yeah.
off the map, bro. I would like I don't think I would be in college, honestly. Like
Yeah, that too. In a situation where I was in college, I'd definitely be a guy of like,
especially because like
Throwing parties all
as
the
a
time.
regular student, bro, you getting so much debt. Like
Yeah.
I'll probably go to like college for like a semester maybe, just to see like what it was talking about. But
yeah.
yeah.
at the end of the day, I
I'd be
don't
throwing
think
parties and stuff. Everybody know me on campus for sure. I'd be lit. Everybody be cool with me.
Yeah, bro.
you know the dude on TikTok, Steez.
These
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
You you're not on
I'm
that.
cool.
He's a
I'm
little
watching their
extreme.
videos.
He's a little
Yeah,
extreme.
I wouldn't be like the Steez group. I wouldn't be like Steez, but I'd definitely be throwing the parties and all that.
How do y'all think football is like kind of like helped y'all get here? Like
Get it.
compared to like if y'all wasn't playing football, like how did football help y'all like just get to
I
this
ain't
point?
gonna lie. To be completely honest, for me, like, I wouldn't say I had like a horrible upbringing, but like my environment, if I didn't play sports, I feel like my life would have probably went all the way left.
Yeah.
So like me knowing that I played a sport or had sports that would like make my life better,
Like an
it
outlet.
helped me get away from like my environment and basically know that I had something that was gonna be able to change that for my family and stuff. So I just football or sports in general has like had the biggest impact in my life.
I feel like the dream of football just motivated me throughout my whole life to just like always want better. Like Dante said, like I grew up in a good home. My parents, surrounded me and my siblings with great things. So like it wasn't like I needed to play football to do something with my life, but knowing that I had God-given abilities that it could take me somewhere just motivated me and led me to get into college and having opportunities that I have now to pursue it as far as I want to take it. So I would just say it's motivated me to have a better life and reach it, the highest heights of it.
Who got y'all into football? What y'all say?
I started playing football when I think I was 4. My father, like they made me play football. Like it wasn't really an option for me to play any other sport. Like when I was little, my father played football. My whole family, everybody played football. So like, I guess it was just like one of those things that was just like destined for me to do. So I always been playing football. And even I wasn't not even on no cocky stuff at a young age. I was cold as I don't know. I was playing every position. I was playing like linebacker, quarterback, running back, safety. So like playing football has always been like that one thing that I knew that at some point in my life I would have a chance to use that to elevate myself.
Yeah. For me, I would say my older cousin. I got 2 cousins, and he was the oldest one. He played football in college. But I always wanted to play football, even when I was playing basketball at a young age. But what's crazy is, like you said, your parents forced you to play football. My parents didn't let me play football. Like, I was playing basketball, and then I remember every year at elementary school, like in the fall, I'd be like, y'all got to let me play football, and they wouldn't let me play, like thinking I would get hurt.
Yeah.
The whole time, I'm like the biggest kid in my grade, which was crazy. But then finally, 6th grade year, they let me play. And like from that moment, I started playing defensive end and tight end. And I was just naturally good at it. I was just naturally athletic. So that was kind of the moment I fell in love with it immediately. And since then, I've been playing since.
Was the contact like an issue for you in 6th grade? Because I started when I was 5, so like, bro, I used to have a neck pad. I used to play middle linebacker. I really like that, but
Now, I will admit, the first time I did play, like, getting the helmet and pads, I low-key did get put on my back. And, like, I remember I got up, I was like, ooh, this is not what I thought it would be. And then I kind of realized, like, you got to be the aggressor and not just wait for somebody to hit you. And then after that, I kind of figured it out.
You ever play flag?
Nah.
I always play
Nah,
contact. Like since I
started
was
playing
5,
pads.
like I've been playing.
How y'all feel like the game has changed for y'all, like from when y'all first started playing until now?
Bro, the game is completely different. Like, cause, like, the way I was like taught, like play football, like, bro, like, you trying to go out there and like kill whoever in front of you, like,
Yeah.
like hit them, like no matter like get them on the ground. Like we used to do a thing in like pound ball. We used to like onside kick it, and then my dad used to coach me. He's like, bro, run and hit the dude with the ball. Like don't even try to get the ball first. Like hit him, because then like next time we do it, like he gonna think twice for it. Like looking at the ball, he gonna be looking for you. So it's like it's kind of like almost like instilling a fear. That's how I feel like it was like back then. Like it was a lot of cheap shots being taken, blindside blocks.
Oh my,
like,
bro,
I kind of miss blindside. Like, even though
I got hit so bad, bro.
We all gonna got blindside.
Nah, it was bad
for
though,
sure.
bro. Like, I got concussion. I was playing DN, so I came out the edge thinking I'm gonna get a sack, but it was like a bootleg, and the receiver came in motion and like popped me. I cried. I'm on the sideline. They like trying to wave I seen their fingers, but they was waving their hands in my face saying how many they had. I was saying I ain't know because I ain't want to play no more. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really trying to deal with that no more.
You know Daniel Martin? You remember Daniel Martin? You remember who that was? Daniel Martin. He was in Gwinnett, but then he went to Marietta.
Yes.
Bro, we was playing FBU, bro.
Yes, I remember that name now.
They ran a toss. I'm at like safety. I like ran down, and I'm like running laterally, like looking at the ball carrier, bro. He like made me do a flip, bro. Oh my God, like I'm on the ground, like, I flip. I'm on the ground just like looking up. You know, like you kind of like get hit and then you almost see like you be seeing like black spots almost.
Yeah, most definitely.
Bro, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's
Y'all ever got hit and like your nose just start running?
Yeah. I done got the snot knocked out of me.
Yeah, that happened to me against Oklahoma for the first time, and I was so confused. And for the next like 2 weeks, I was just congested as I don't know what. But then the moment I hit him, I like ran through bro's face, but it was like head-to-head collision, and like my nose just started running crazy.
What was y'all welcome to college moment? Like
welcome
what?
to college?
Welcome to college.
My
Like
welcome to college was in practice, bro. We had a safety on my team, and like I think he only was doing it. It was my freshman year. I was always like it was a player. I always had like a 20-yard dig. And he played free safety, so he's always in the middle field. I mean, like, every single time I ran this dig and threw the ball, he'd pop me. I'm talking we could be in full pads, shells, spiders. He popped me every single time. So I said, like, one of them moments probably was, like, my welcome to college or, like, doing block destruction. And I went against Justin Flo or Noah Sewell. And Noah Sewell, he broke my helmet.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Why were you going against Justin Flo?
Yeah, what the?
Bro, I don't
What
know.
y'all doing?
Receiver.
I was in a boundary. It was weird. It was like the way we was doing block shot.
He
it was
throwed
like,
too, bro.
It was
His high school too.
we was running the bubble, and then the outside receiver got to block the backer, and he run off the corner. And I'm talking about all the worst people that I could have ever did that drill with. I went against them, and yeah, they probably my welcome to college moment for sure.
I actually got a funny story. Like, y'all know the first, like, 2 days of fall camp or spring ball, like, you're not in pads, you're in the little spiders, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't early enroll my freshman year at Notre Dame. So it was, like, the first day of fall camp. So I'm a tight end. We had inside run, and we got the little spider pads on. And I was running with the twos, like, as soon as I got there. And so the starter comes out, and I'm about to go in, and it's, like, spider pads. So I'm not thinking it's full speed. I got to cut out the C gap, and I kind of just go through it. Not like a walkthrough rep, but I'm not full gear ready to go. And DN just runs through my face, and I was so confused. I go back to the sideline, my coach yelling at me. I'm like, we're not even in pads. He was like, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter. And from that point on, I basically realized, like, spider pads, like, it's basically you wearing pads. Like, the coaches don't care what you got on. Like, you playing football at that point.
For me, bro, we played Ball State my freshman year. It was like, you know, like end of the game, bro. Yeah. We was finna call Shank. I thought I was finna get the ball, but they ain't checked the stab. And you know how like if the corner bailing, you gotta like get your eyes inside. I run off the ball, I'm looking for the corner. He backpedaled, I look inside, but the safety like flying downhill, bro. Like he didn't stop. And then he like really just like lowered his shoulder and like my chin strap had came loose, bro. My helmet was sideways. And I'm looking at Jimmy Callaway, and Callaway like, oh my God, like he laughing. Oh my, I was so embarrassed to see it in film the next day. Like
Squirrel, Kentucky, first play of the game.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. He had a block number 13 to rush.
Oh wow, I seen it with my own eyes. I'm like, dang, cause I caught the pass.
The rush ain't care about you, bro. He was just
my dog got knocked back like 10 yards.
It was Squirrel tough though. For him to be that small and like,
he definitely throw his hat in there for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
When he has to.
It was nice chatting with y'all.
Definitely.
Appreciate Holden coming out. You know, K-Web, Dante
Thornton.
TPL, we out.